Hey guys, welcome back. I'm trying to force myself to be happier. Happy. Smile. Does this seem natural? I'm so happy. Okay, today's gonna be happier. Is it? Actually, I wasn't gonna do that. I have a lot of notes, which is good. Because I want to do like 10 or 12 episodes today. I always say that, and then I just get to the 8th episode and I'm like, no, I can stop. My grandpa is still going out shopping. Today is April 10th. I guess my parents told me, I talked to them yesterday and they were like, Grandpa's still shopping. So for context, I'm in New Jersey. I'm in North Jersey, which is like one of the worst places to be right now for this virus. Can I make this jump? I'm in Somerset County, which isn't too bad. My parents are in Union County, which is a little bit worse. And my grandparents, the worst county is Bergen County, which is like right next to New York. What did that do? I think it lowered the water, right? And that's actually where my aunt and my other grandma lives. So I guess it's bad that he's shopping, and I wish he would like let me go shopping for him, because I would, and I'd do it for my parents too. I asked them and they're like, no, we're okay. I'm worried about them. I kind of understand my grandpa though, like his feeling about it is, I mean, I haven't talked to him about it. I don't know how he feels, but this is what I think he would feel is like, I wrote it down. He doesn't care if he dies, I think. I'm pretty sure I've heard him say that. It's like, I mean, he's old, his wife is gone, and he lives by himself. I mean, we still go see him all the time. My parents see him every week. My mom talks to him every day. I try to see him. I do see him at least once a month, I think. And we see him for holidays. We would have seen him for Easter this year, but yeah, we can't do that. But he's just like, yeah, he's like 87 or 88, I forget, and he's like, I mean, I'm okay. Like, I'm just gonna keep living my life, and if I die, it's obviously it's my time. And I understand that to like a certain degree, because I kind of feel the same way. Like, if I die, it's not like a big deal. I guess part of that is like, I don't have anybody like depending on me. I just live by myself, and I'm kind of depressed, so it's like, well, if I died, it would solve some problems. Sorry for saying that, but that's just how I feel. I know I'm not gonna do anything, and if you're watching and you're feeling sad, you shouldn't do anything either, but that's how I feel. And I thought it was interesting because I guess I understand how my grandpa feels, even though I do get the feeling like, well, come on, let me go shopping for you. You're taking a risk you don't need to be taking. If he gets this virus, there's probably like a 50-50 chance he'll die from it, because he's like 88 and he has Crohn's disease, And he's gotten pretty sick before. So I'm sure his immune system isn't great. But this virus is it's not super deadly. But if you're old and you have a compromised immune system, it's like it's probably like 50% or 60%. For me, if I get it, it's like probably under 1% or something. I mean, I'm not the most healthy person ever, but I think probably I have a pretty bad diet, so that wouldn't help. Other than that, I think I'm worried about this past week was the first time I ever really worried about my parents. And my parents have this girl living with them from church. I've never really talked to them about it. I guess she doesn't have a home. She's kind of young. So she's probably living in my old room, which is nice. I like that they're doing that. That's nice. I guess it's been for the past couple months. But she felt sick a couple days ago, so they took her to get tested. And that was the first time I was like, I guess I do want to talk to my therapist about this, but like, if one of my parents died from this virus, or at all, I don't think I could deal with it. I guess you don't know until it happens, but like I'm already struggling and my life is pretty perfect right now, so if something actually tragic happened, I don't know if I could deal with it. And I know I should mention it to my therapist. And I talked to my parents yesterday and they feel fine, and even if they do get sick, there's a good chance they'll be okay because they don't really have any like diseases or anything. They're pretty old. My dad's 60 and my mom's like 58 or 57. Which is not, they're at risk, but I don't know what the percentages are, but in my head I'm thinking like if they got it, there might be like 10% chance they would die from it. And they started showing symptoms. And I don't think I could deal with that. For some reason I was thinking more about this is going to sound weird to talk about, but like I was thinking more about my dad. I know maybe it is just because he's a little bit older and it seems like he might be more at risk, but I was like getting more sad. Maybe it felt like that's why. Like it felt like it could be more possible for him to get sick from it. Maybe that's part of it. I guess I was feeling bad because I was feeling more sad about thinking about my dad dying than my mom. But I think it's more possible that my dad could have it and get sick from it. That seems more likely for some reason. And my parents are gonna die someday, but I don't think I'm ready for it right now. I'm not ready for it. I don't know. Nobody's ready for it, but like, I don't know. Nothing bad has ever happened to me. Like when my grandma died, I felt sad, but like I was able to deal with it because she was old and she was sick for a long time, and we saw them a lot, but it was just like, it felt normal. Like, this is what's supposed to happen. But I don't know if my dad died. I don't know. This virus thing happens quick. You get it in 2 weeks, you're dead. So I guess that's what I was thinking. Like, It's the thought about like 2 weeks from now my dad could be dead, and I just can't deal with that. I don't know. I wasn't able to. I don't think. I mean, obviously, nobody thinks they can, and then maybe eventually they find a way to deal with it if it happens. But I was just thinking, I'm already kind of struggling right now, and I don't think I could handle that extra thing. I have 2 keys. What do I do with them? Is that time? No, still 4 more minutes. Okay, I have a lot of notes. Let's do a quick one. My boss said, I'm trying to be nice to you. I have that effect on most people. When they talk to me, they're worried they're bullying me because I don't talk back. He said something like, because it's just been every day with him, like he's been mad at me about something for like the past month. And every day it's just like, why are you doing this, and why'd you do this thing wrong, and what are you thinking? And sometimes he'll be like, he wants me to talk to him. He'll be like, come on, talk to me. Like, why? What's going on? What do you need, or why are you messing this up? And one time he said, I don't think he probably didn't want to say this, but he was like, I'm trying to be nice and calm with you. Or like, I'm trying to be nice to you. I thought that was interesting. I do have that effect on people, I think. Nobody ever wants to be mean to me because I don't ever talk back. Like, I don't escalate situations. So if someone's yelling at me and I'm just sitting there, they start to feel like crazy, or like they're being crazy, or they're being too mean. Oh, okay, now I know what to do. Nobody's ever really too mean to me, like he's kind of being recently. But nobody wants to be a bully. Nobody wants to be the bad guy. And it's hard to justify just like yelling at somebody who's not talking back and not feeling like a bully. So sometimes people will justify it and be like, they'll say something weird. They'll say like, I'm trying to be nice to you. Like, I'm trying to be... It's interesting. He's saying... Oh, actually, I did want to mention, I sent him an email. Like a long, crazy email a couple days ago. Because it was just like, every day was terrible and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to talk to him. So I sent him a long email. But they'll say something like, I'm trying to be nice because they don't want to be... Nobody wants to be a bully. But when I sent my email to him, the thing that I was trying to get across was like, I hope you know that like I'm trying, and I'm not, like, I know I'm struggling, and I'm trying to think of like how you know that I'm always gonna like come in every day and try to do the right thing. Hopefully you can see that, and like I tried to give some solutions for maybe some of the problems I had, but the thing I kept saying was like, I'm trying. I hope you can see that, like, I'm trying, because whenever he yells at me, it doesn't seem like he feels that way. But that's what he was saying to me. So that's interesting. He's like, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to... I can tell that when I... So what he's saying... I should end there and try to figure out what to do here. But what he's saying, what's implied in that sentence is... I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to be nice to you. And I'm trying. That's something that's like, if you say that you're trying, the other person can't get mad. Because what else can you ask somebody to do except to just try to do the right thing? So people will say that, I guess, a lot. It's like, I'm trying. And I said it too. I'm trying. And it's good. Like, I mean, I don't feel like I'm lying about that. I am trying. I come in every day. I don't like, I'm not like on the internet, like, or playing a game or something. Like, I'm always doing my work, and I'm always trying to learn, even though, like, I'm being bad, I'm being terrible. But if I say I'm trying, you can't take that away from me, and you can't, like, I don't know. Anyway, rambling, and I didn't really mention the point I wanted to. Okay. But my throat is hurting. Sorry. It's not your fault. But these episodes are going to be bad because they're all about me talking and I can't talk. Okay. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Stay safe.